Some people were born to stay. You weren't. You're not the settle-down type. You're not here to water the same garden your whole life. You're here to move, to change, to disrupt. You've probably been called unstable, impulsive, or inconsistent. But maybe they've mistaken movement for madness. Maybe they don't understand that some souls just aren't meant to be still. Some spirits are wired for change, built to outgrow, born to leave before it rusts. This world will try to shame your restlessness. It'll tell you you're too much, that you should stay longer, that you should work harder to fit. But here's the truth, you don't have to keep showing up for things you've already outgrown. You can leave jobs that suffocate you, conversations that repeat themselves, places that feel like dead air, people who only love the old version of you. You don't need a breakdown to justify your exit. Sometimes the softest kind of courage is slipping away quietly. Not because you're broken, but because you're finally awake. Some journeys aren't about finding home. They're about finding movement. Some identities aren't meant to be fully formed, they're meant to evolve. You are allowed to leave things that once made sense. You're allowed to stop carrying traditions that no longer feel like yours. Let them think you're running. Let them say you're lost. Let them misunderstand. They don't know what it costs to pretend you're okay with the stillness. They don't know what it feels like to hear your own future calling from far away. So go. Leave before it rusts. Before routine becomes regret. Before comfort calcifies into a cage. Before you forget what it feels like to be alive and terrified and wildly uncertain. There's something sacred about disappearing from things that made you small. About choosing growth, even when it doesn't make sense yet. About trusting the road before it shows you where it leads. You won't have a map. You'll mess it up. You'll feel ridiculous sometimes. But you'll be honest. And honesty is worth more than any plan. The world will try to convince you to stay small, predictable, constant. But your fire will always outrun their logic. So no, you're not too unstable. You're not too chaotic. You're not too wild. You're just done pretending this is where you belong. Because staying isn't strength when it's slowly killing you. Obligation isn't purpose. Familiar doesn't mean right. If the spark is gone, if the room feels colder, if the mirror no longer reflects who you're becoming, then leaving isn't failure. It's proof you still believe in something better. Leave before it rusts.